Hey y'all, well, I'm working on a house project. Hey, the stairwell rails. So Duane and I were out walking the other day and I said, hey, we need handrails for the stairs. I said, could we use a large branch for those? And he's like, why not? So we went out and looked and we found two good long pieces. And I am staining this. So he, like, I don't know what you call it, shucked all the bark off of it. And then I'm staining it. So we love dark walnut. And this, using a toothbrush to get in the little grooves. Like sometimes you might want the grooves to show, but I don't this time. And this stairwell has taken on like an old world charm look to it. You know, like I think every house has like a particular calling to it, like a look of what it should be, and like what area you live in. Here we're up north, Michigan, and I probably decorated a little differently than a lot of people would up here. I think a lot of people do darker kitchen cabinets and that, and I did white. But that's what I wanted. And so many other houses too, you know, it's that hard line between, well, do you make everything what you want, or do you make it better for resale? And I've always just kind of done everything for resale instead of what I want. So it's kind of like trying to get in the in-between there. Anyways, so I started working on these. Try not to get stain on my face, that would be bad. And I realized that the stain wasn't going to go on even. And then I remembered when we did our kitchen counters with the butcher block, we had to do a pre-stain, water-based pre-stain wood conditioner. So that's what makes the wood take the stain better, and it makes it go on more evenly, because I started spreading the stain on and it was like, ooh, this is not going on very well. And I remembered the wood conditioner, so it took me a minute to find it, but yay, I did. Hallelujah. When you find stuff and it doesn't take forever, because that's one of a big frustration about renovation, is just like, oh my word, all the tools you need and the stuff. And I keep listening to a lady named Dana K. White. She's a home organizer. Decluttering at the speed of life. She's wonderful. And I would say her main saying is, take it there now. So like, you gotta put it away now. I mean, and like I've heard this said before, that it only takes 7 seconds to put it away where it belongs, instead of just like setting it down somewhere. And I mean, for the most part, I think that's true. Anyways, her reorganizing style, when it has to do with like renovations and having all these tools, put everything where you got it. Especially the tools, because that's just a huge difficulty when you're doing reno work and you've got tools everywhere and you take them around everywhere. And then when you work on different projects at different times, that can make it tricky too. And me, I always want to get everything done fast. Let's hurry up, see. Get this done fast, because life is short. You want to do other things, more important things, you know? And, I mean, this is kind of fun, but I like to go as quick as possible. Anyways, yeah, the stairwell is taking on like an old world charm to it. Yeah. If you've seen the other videos, we just have some dark wood. I wouldn't call it wainscoting, but it's just kind of like that. The seams, the drywall seams, they just were awful in this house. So instead of spending a million years trying to cover up there, okay, so let's look at the other one. This is without the stain. Ta-ta, look at what that is. And then this is with the stain. Okay, so I got one down, one to go. How long has this been taking me? Not really that long. I've got do I have a ponytail holder? Yay, I do. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Okay, so, if you've been with us on this journey, we weren't really planning on buying a fixer-upper. This is like the third house we've renovated in 3 years. I'm doing a video, honey. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm just coming up to get some work done.
So this is like the third house we've renovated. So we moved from Sarasota to Michigan about 3 years ago, and the family home that my husband grew up in, we did a lot of, I wouldn't say renovations. Well, we did some. We did a lot of work on painting, a lot of painting. We painted an entire basement that was just raw. Well, I love being older than 50. You forget words all the time. Cement. Why can't I? This is cement block walls and stuff. Anyways, it was $500 just in paint to paint this entire basement, and we could have painted more. The ceiling, and this is the thing with like this wood conditioner with raw wood. It was old raw wood, and so then to try to paint over it, it just sucked up that paint. Oh my word. We should have some kind of like this conditioner or primer or something for it. But it made a world of difference in that basement. We painted the ceiling, the walls, and the floor. It wasn't perfect, but it was enough to make it like a livable space. We put a couch down there, and I'm so glad we kept that couch. We brought it from Florida. You know, it's so hard to make decisions about what to get rid of and what to keep, and decisions can be fatiguing and stressful, right? So anyways, we brought this couch, put it in that basement, and it was so nice down there. And my mom had this humongous cat picture in her basement. I mean, probably 8 by 5 foot, 8 foot by 5 foot, humongous. Anyways, it fit in our basement that we first moved into up here, and it looked nice in the basement. It gave it, you know, basements are kind of hard to make look decent, and it covered up some bad walls and made it look nice. You know, there's a lot, you can go pretty far in tricking the eye to look at things. My aunt, I've said this before, she taught me this saying, it's nothing no one will notice from the back of a galloping horse. And so, yeah, I mean, it's just fairly easy to trick the eye into not noticing things. Boy, this dries up quick. Whoopsie! Oh my goodness, puppy, I'm so sorry. I spilled some of this on you. Whoopsie daisy. So, third house.
Make sure you get the ends good too, so it seals it.
Yeah, I didn't get this end. I got the other end. Ooh, that's a pretty end.
Yeah.
Ooh, that end's really pretty. The other end isn't so pretty.
Get some stain on that, it'll be really, really pretty.
Yep. So had to put the wood conditioner on because it just was like not going on.
Those
evenly.
pieces are pretty dry, so we're gonna have to seal them to. I almost like the epoxy over top of it.
Yeah, me too, because epoxy would give it a nice shellac. What about shellac? What do we have that we wouldn't have to spend money on?
The reason I would choose epoxy is because it would harden. It would be a hardener to reinforce the strength of the handrails themselves if someone were to fall on it or push on it extra hard, or
Oh,
the epoxy
that's
would
true.
serve as a stiffener or hardener.
Hardener itself. So yeah, this is like 3 house renovations in 3 years that we never planned on doing. And
I
then
know.
when we were at that house and did renovations there, my son spray painted the bathtub. Oh my goodness, you've never known that people can redo bathtubs. Oh my word, it's amazing what people can do. And I love it too because I just have the saying, use it up, wear it out, make it do without. And the less you have to rip apart, the better. Did you need something else?
Yeah, I need money.
Money?
Yeah.
Do you have to go to town?
No, I just need money.
I know we all need more money. We will make
So like and subscribe would help
A
us
lot of money
get a
off of
little
this.
money.
yes, like and subscribe to our videos. And I'm trying to stay in the camera frame here. Okay. I'm
I should
ready.
get the tile cutters
I'm ready.
Saturday. The
Oh,
blades.
the blades. It's 5
So we
o'clock
can get
and
the
I'm
tile
heading
started.
down. I'm ready. Oh, I'm ready.
Oh,
It's 5 o'clock and I'm
drink this
heading down.
Not this side,
Oopsie! Oh my, almost spilled it. So we're a singing duo, actually trio now because our son is playing the drums for us. But we like to, we're big DIYers in so many different aspects
Yeah,
of
but
life.
who really enjoys that?
I love being a DIYer. I mean, I love, like had a house cleaning business, so I like to take what looked bad and make it beautiful, and I love to do that with stuff now. I don't like to clean anymore, but, and it is hard work. You know, that house that we first moved into, the family home, was a lot of hard work. And when things are really old, you'll find it's really hard to find replacement parts.
Don't be rubbing on
Really
me.
hard.
You're all wet.
So you have to figure it out. You have to, and you have to just kind of make do and do without in a lot of ways. And Duane is so good at that. He's so good at, like, he would even make his own airplane parts if he had a CNC machine
Oh,
or
absolutely.
whatever. You know,
Absolutely.
metal.
Would love to expand. I have an
So,
aspiration
yes.
of building my own experimental jet.
Plane, yeah. So we're family, faith, and fixing things all come together in perfect harmony because we have great harmonies. That's our magic bullet. I don't know. What do you want to call it? So then, after we got moved into that first house, so we, a year later, Duane's nephew is a realtor. And so we had sold our house in Florida and we were kind of open to whatever business opportunity God might bring along, right? You know, so we had told his brother to keep an eye out. And so, sure enough, we found a house a deal we couldn't pass up, and it was kind of like a foreclosure. It was going to be a foreclosure type of thing, and it was an amazing experience of this house that this man had passed away, and his only son, I think, was in Colorado or something, and didn't keep it or couldn't take care of it or what have you. And it was a dirty mess. Oh my goodness, it was so dirty. You know, men don't clean very much. And we spent 2 weeks, me and our 2 teenage kids, just vacuuming alone, vacuuming the walls, vacuuming the ceilings. Oh, it was a hot, wet mess. And then, oh, the drywall. Oh my goodness. I could tell this story till the end of time. In the bedroom, like on one closet, it was like just the side of the closet. The drywall that they had put in, there was, okay, they were really frugal. Up in where we lived, it was, everybody, you know, when you're in a really, really small town, you have to use it up, wear it out, make it do without, because, you know, you're not living anywhere near where there's a store to buy the stuff you need, so you have to figure it out. And these guys had 13 different pieces of drywall and 15 seams to go. Oh my goodness, the drywall was a mess there too. And so my bright idea was to cover everything up with beadboard, and we did, and I love that we did that. I mean, it's not like we were really experienced in redoing houses, like an entire house. That was the first time we ever like bought a house, worked at it like a job, because we knew we wanted to rent it out as a vacation rental, as a business opportunity. And for the most part, it's kind of worked out. Well, in the summer, not as well in the winter. Because it is a really rural area. It's not in a city. We were used to Sarasota, where that was like the vacation capital of the United States almost, you know what I mean? I like this look, honey. It almost looks burnt. Dirty. It's gonna look really neat in this old world stairwell. I'm calling it the old world stairwell. And which way did I have this? I don't know. So, yep, we spent, how long did we spend? Oh, we spent like 8 months. It took 8 months. It could have taken, if we would have,
6.
well, we could have had it done in 5 or 6 months if we'd have really worked on it 9 to 5 every day, you know, straight. But like, we had grandkids come up from Florida for a whole month, and then we had other family come up visiting in the summer, so we just kind of had to take a break, and we had to clean everything up because that was where they stayed, some of our family. So then it isn't really where we wanted to live, where we were. So we had been, I wanted to be closer to my mom. We moved up here to Michigan to be close to my mom, but she was still like 45 minutes away, and Home Depot and Walmart was 55 minutes away. And my husband always argues with me about that because he drives faster. He'd get there in 45 minutes. Not
I
me.
do the speed limit. You go under the speed limit, Grandma.
I do not drive like a grandma. If anything, I speed. So, because remember I got a ticket?
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Yeah, so this house that we are working on right now, we would have never done probably if it wasn't for having the experience of buying that rental house.
Ouch.
There were times, oh my word, you guys. Oh, I never thought we'd get it done. Oh my goodness. My husband is wonderfully meticulous about all the little details. He did such a good job, you guys, on cutting beadboard and putting it together on the walls that we didn't have to put trim over a lot of it. I just caulked the seams and painted over it, and it looks amazing. So
what do you want? What are you trying to put on me up
he's
for?
meticulous about the details, and I'm fast. I want to get everything done fast, right? So I guess we're a good combo, though. It about drove me crazy because I just wanted to get done with the whole dang thing and work harder. And he always wants to work smarter with the best tool. So I really like this piece of wood better than the other one. The other one had the pieces left on it. So
Which one do you like better? The one with
I
pieces
like
left on
the
it?
one without the pieces left on
Well,
it.
that's why I asked if you wanted me to sand it
Well,
more.
I didn't know what it was going to look like. It is fine. I mean,
I can still sand those pieces
no,
off.
you're not doing this over again. See what I mean? He'd take the time to get it to
Well, I
look.
didn't really sand that one
even
very
better.
much. I mean, my battery died before I was.
Well, it's smooth enough.
Done with
And
what I
I'm
wanted.
better. Done is better than perfect. Okay, so I wrote a book, and it's called Amp Up Your Life: How to Thrive with Your Amp, Your Attitude, Mindset, and Perspective. I'm Deanne Kaufman, and it is on Amazon. So I wrote this book, and to finish my book, oh my word, I never thought I'd get it done. It was so much work, so much time. You can't imagine how much time authors spend writing books. So I went with this publishing company. I was self-published, and the guy that started this publishing company, it was selfpublishing.com at the time, but I think they've changed it up now. He wrote a book called Published, and in the book he talked about done is better than perfect, and I had to keep that attitude, especially when you first start writing a book. It's like, does what I'm saying sound good? Does it make any sense? And I mean, you could rewrite the same paragraph 50 times. Well, it's kind of better, done than perfect. So I just used that quote so much in a lot of things because, I mean, like I said, I love my husband's meticulousness and getting things perfect. But there also is, speed and getting things done on time as well.
I don't do speed. I'm not a drug addict.
Right? He doesn't do speed, but I do. No, just kidding. I don't do drugs. Okay, I'm almost done. Hey, by the way, honey, the trim that we need to put on the floor to cover up the bad angles up there, I need spliced and sliced in skinny ways. And that might be a little bit dangerous on your...
Yeah, I'll need to get my table saw out.
Well, I mean, we can do it with this.
With your fingers in there or mine?
Well, I think there's a way to do it that won't be, I don't know. You're the engineer, so.
Well, it just depends on what you're wanting
Right.
to cut, because if it's a small piece, it's not going to be advisable on the chop saw.
Chop saw. I don't use a whole lot of crazy tools, but I love the chop saw. I do. It's a friend to me, and it's a friend to you. I'm a poet, and I know it. I don't use $5 words. Sing it, honey.
I'm no poet.
Well, I change the words if I want to.
I'm no poet, and I know it. I don't use
$5
$5
words.
words. It might not sound like anything, but as you always
I
heard
think
it.
that's too high.
Yeah.
I'm a poet and I know it. Redo
You could be a
it.
poet.
Come on,
You know
restart it. Jump in the car just before dark. See how fast
I'm working
you
out. I
hit
can't
it.
play.
That's how your love makes me feel inside. That's how I
What do you
feel.
want? Seats.
That's how I feel.
Seats. Good girl.
Diamond
Shake.
Rio.
Girl, yeah. Good girl. Now Tabby's gonna come running. I know it. She's gonna want loving too.
Okay, so darling, I want to take also some end tables up and try to sell them at the shop when we go up to Fairview
You want
as
me
well.
to fix that top of that split one?
Yes, I was gonna look for oil. If I had any oil,
This brown one.
fix the top of that.
You want me to pop that off and glue that?
No.
Because it really needs it.
Nope. That table is your brother's, and that needs
Oh.
to be fixed. Daphne ruined it in her
Oh, you mean this
bedroom.
one right here?
Yes. That matches the dresser that is up there.
Get out of there. Go get your water in your kennel, silly. I dumped that
Okay,
because there's crap
so
in there.
houses. Oh. Yeah, this house was major reno. You can go back and see our videos. You can. Whether you're watching if you're watching this on Facebook, if I post this on Facebook, you go to Duane and Deanne DIY Life. I know that's a long name. My older son came up with that. Thank you, Dylan. Duane and the little and sign, curly Q and sign. Duane and Deanne DIY Life.
So explain to me again what you want with
And
this.
thank you to our other subscribers who subscribe to us. We need more to just try to fix that top so like it doesn't look so bad. I sanded it. There was like stuff stuck to the top. Here. I think I'm gonna need another coat on this. It's drying out. I was hoping I would have some oil and just like not a dark oil, but like a light oil, and then that might make it fix it, or see, it actually took off the stain, and we do not have any kind of light stain like that. I don't think. I just looked through our stack of stuff. We have polyurethane.
Polyurethane?
I wonder if my mom might have some in her basement. Yeah, this will look really pretty epoxied. And my son, Dane, you should go back and look for the video of him painting our garden bathtub and our master bathroom here. My other son came up with a song to go with it, and it is the most hilarious thing. And you get to see in fast time him redoing our whole bathtub. He has taught us a lot about epoxies and good paint and where to get it. And he's just amazing. So EisenhowerRefinishing.com. You can go and look at what he has done. He does amazing work. He paints tile showers, like entire showers. He paints countertops, and when we were in Florida, he painted our Formica countertop and made it look like granite. And we actually, I think our first major DIY project together as a couple in Florida was, we had, all your floors were cement, not wood like they are up here in Michigan. And let's see, we had red burgundy carpeting, and we had a white dog. Well, it was like a Dalmatian colored dog, black and white. So white dog hair on red burgundy carpeting, and there was carpeting under the dining room table too. And my mom came to visit, and when she was a lot younger said, "Hey, what project do you want to work on?" And I'm like, "I'd really love to rip up all of this carpet and paint the cement floors." And she's like, "Okay." That's what we did. We ripped up the carpet, and I wanted it to look like tile. Little did I know, my husband knew how to do tile, and we could have tiled the whole thing, but no. So at that time, the thing in style was double rollers, so that you could have two different colors and a double pan roller, two different colors, so that you would run that roller in there and have two different colors, and then it had like a design on it too. So when they probably still have those. When you rolled your paint out, it actually mixed the paint, it made it look like marble. But first, I knew that I had to paint the whole entire floor gray. And then he had to have tape to do the tile looking seams. So then we couldn't find tape skinny enough, so we ended up buying automotive tape, and Duane cut it so it was really skinny, like grout lines, and it worked pretty well. It worked really well. It was perfect. So then we painted it gray, pulled up the tape, and then I painted over it, made it look like, no, we didn't pull the tape up. I painted over it first to make it look like the marble, and then we pulled the tape up. The only problem was it looked too perfect. The lines were actually too straight. It looked odd. So I thought, and it was too smooth. So they have, I need to get my toothbrush in here. They have paint additives, like it's almost like adding sand to your paint, you know, so it's not too smooth or too slippery or something, to add grit. And so I took the gray paint that we painted the floor with to begin with, and I added that grit to it, and then by hand with a tiny little paintbrush I painted over top of every grout line, and that was perfect because it didn't look odd. It looked real. We even faked out our realtor 13, 15, 16 years later when we were going to sell the house to move. She thought it was real tile. That was like one of my proudest moments, I'm telling you. Okay, I gotta get this pretty end here. Forgot this end. So that was our first project. It was pretty cool. So, ooh, this is pretty. Doesn't have to look perfect. And once we put the epoxy on it, that will give it that gloss and shine. Do we still have that epoxy, honey? Somewhere over the rainbow? Maybe a little bit more here. Honey, do you think we had some of that epoxy left? Oh, it's that the epoxy we need to do these. We made my dad's gravestone out of it, right?
Oh yeah, I guess my dad's the hanger.
Why is it at the hanger?
It's epoxy, right?
Well, the stuff that we used for the gravestone would have been at the Fairview house. I'm getting in the cracks. I'm getting in the light cracks that I really want darker. I'm no poet and I know it. I don't use like that. It is cold out here. My nose is cold. Goodness sakes. It's gonna stay cold today or what? The sun's supposed to come out a little later, Gator. Okay, let me make sure I got the ends done. Ah, see, and then I get frustrated because Now we gotta epoxy these before we can put them up. It's a whole nother step. I just want to put them up.
All right, what do you think about that top?
Okay. Oh, I should have showed it to the peeps before you did that. I was going to do that. Okay. I want to get this on my clothes, but let's go look at it. Oh, it's all... Ooh, what on earth? What the... Gold! Oh my gosh, honey. That's pretty good. I don't know if you all can see that.
Sand on it, but...
You know what? And it's weird. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what it looks like. Wow. I just put my hand in that. Is that gold paint?
It is. It's the only thing I can find that we have.
Interesting. When you look at it straight from the top, I mean, you see that, but it's definitely better than it was.
Well, I'm going to do a light sand over it. Try to even it out a little bit.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of scratches on there. I mean,
actually, so that's paint.
Yeah. And that's what's on top of there. It's just paint.
But it's almost like
It could
clear
be.
gold or something.
Well, what I painted was.
Anyways, you'll do a good job of it, I'm sure.
So I need a battery first before I.
Oh, let me show them the stairwell where we're going to put these handrails. Because I got to get warm. Let's see, I didn't bring my cup out here. Easy to lose your cup. So, hi, Puffy. What you doing? I got to hang stuff up here, don't I? So, this is the stairwell I did. A lot of you probably saw in one of my videos. But if you look up, this is what I mean by old world, because we have this dark trim that we covered up the drywall seams with, and then this is that big huge cat picture. So let me get up here higher. Da da da. Trying to get a good view here. Nothing's happening. That light was here in this house, or no, did I get those at a garage sale? Oh, it's hard to remember, people. It's hard to remember. So yeah, I don't have anything else hung up, and I do have quite a few things. This is a sheepskin from my mommy's sheep farm, real sheepskin. She probably knows the name of this one too. Yeah, things to hang up. Oh, and then you can see this look too, going down into the entryway. It's just crazy. Not that I am one to say you have to save everything, but that goofy rug down there, I think looks so cute with the colors and the exact spot of it. And this carpet came from an attic in the first house we bought down in Sarasota. How long have we been married? 28 years? I don't know, something like that. Anyways, I don't even know why I kept this. I didn't use it anywhere. I think we used it out in the garage, maybe. I don't even know why we took it to the Ranchero house. Who knows? So many things we don't remember. I think it's time I get rid of my Easter stuff, huh? Yeah. Takes a while to get a major renovation reorganized. Yes, it does. Anyhow, that's what we are working on. The handrails. Oh, and then trim, like upstairs, the edges are so messed up. We got to cover those up with some trim. I got to stain those too. I barely have enough stain left. Anyways, have a good day.